Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 13 of Migrate Your Money. I'm your host, Drew Feitz, certified financial planner and founder of Migration Wealth Management. And today I want to talk to you about how to prepare for student loan payments to begin in October 2023. So let's dive in. The federal student loan payment pause, which started March 13th of 2020 in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, ends on August 31st, 2023. The pause suspended federal student loan payments and interest accrual on those loans. And while forbearance of payments will continue through September 2023, with payments of the loans due beginning October 2023, interest will begin accruing on federal student loans on September 1st. You can choose to begin making payments before October 2023 if you'd like to. Your student loan servicer is required to notify you of your payment amount and your payment due date at least 21 days before it's due. Instead of waiting to see what happens and for your student loan servicer to tell you when your payment is due and how much you owe with each payment, here are 7 things that you should do now to prepare for student loan payments to restart in October 2023. Number 1, identify your student loan servicer. I found that a lot of people don't know who their student loan servicer is, how much outstanding student loans they have, or what their payments will be when they resume in October. Also, your student loan servicer may have changed since you last had to make a payment. If you don't know who your student loan servicer is, you can log in at the Federal Student Aid website at studentaid.gov. Once you've logged in and gone to your dashboard, you'll see a section on the right side that says My Loan Servicers with a link to your student loan servicer's website. If you've not done so already, then you should create your login for your student loan servicer's website as well. Your student loan servicer's website will be where you actually make payments, and it'll also have all the details of your student loans there as well. Number 2, verify your student loan information. When you've created your login to your student loan servicer's website, you can verify your student loan information, and you can also do this on the Federal Student Aid website that I just mentioned. You want to be sure that you understand all of the loan amounts that you have outstanding, the interest rates on those loans, and the payment amounts due. For example, if your student loan servicer is Nelnet, when you log in, there will be a section in the middle of your dashboard titled Payments that shows your payment amount due, your next auto debit amount, if you're enrolled in automatic payments, and the date the payment will be made. To find the details of your loans and Nailnets, you can click on the My Loans tab, which will show you each group of student loans outstanding, including the type of loan, the repayment plan that you're on, the due date for payments, the interest rate for that loan group, and the balance of that loan group. It's also important to make sure that your contact information is updated with your student loan servicer so that you receive notifications going forward and you don't miss out on anything important. And keep in mind that this may be different for other student loan servicers. Nelda is just the one that I'm most familiar with, so that's why I used it for this example. Number 3, determine if you're on the right student loan repayment plan. If you've never taken action on your student loans, then you may be defaulted into the standard repayment plan, which will have you set to pay off your student loans over 10 years if you've not consolidated them. If you're working towards public service loan forgiveness, otherwise known as PSLF, another form of student loan forgiveness, or you find that your payment due under the standard repayment plan is not feasible for you, then you may need to select a different repayment plan. Federal Student Aid's Loan Simulator tool can help you to calculate what your payments would be under each available repayment plan and can help you choose a different plan or consolidate your loans if you believe that's the best option for you. Please note on this that I have read from a student loan expert that the Federal Student Aid Loan Simulator may not be currently working properly. Student Loan Planner, which is a student loan consulting company, has many student loan calculators on their website that you may want to compare against the Federal Student Aid Simulator to confirm your results. There are a lot of different student loan repayment plans available. If you're unsure about which one is appropriate for your situation, you should consider consulting with a student loan professional. As an example, here are all of the repayment plans currently available: the standard repayment plan, the graduated repayment plan, extended repayment plan, the save plan, formerly known as the repay plan, the pay plan, the income-based repayment plan, IBR, and the income contingent repayment plan, ICR. That's 7 different payment plans to choose from. Number 4, determine if you should refinance your student loans. If you're not working towards student loan forgiveness under PSLF, an IDR plan, or another program, then you may want to consider if it makes sense to refinance your student loans. When you refinance your student loans, you take out a new loan from a private lender to pay off your current federal student loans. Generally, if you can't obtain an interest rate from a private lender that's lower than the interest rate of your federal student loans, then it may not make sense to refinance. As a general rule of thumb, student loan experts often say that if your student loan balance is less than your income, you should look into refinancing if you can lower your interest rate. On the other hand, the rule of thumb is that if your student loan balance is more than your income, it may make more sense to look into an income-driven repayment plan, IDR, such as the SAVE plan or the PAY plan. Of course, a rule of thumb should not be mistaken for specific financial advice or for something that's right for everyone. Everyone's situation is different, and there are definitely drawbacks to refinancing student loans. When you refinance your student loans from federal loans to a private loan, you lose benefits of federal student loans, such as potential forgiveness under PSLF and IDR plans, flexible repayment plans based on your income and your family size, and the benefits that many people have benefited from over the past 3 years, including forbearance due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It doesn't make sense to refinance away from federal student loans and give up these benefits if you're not going to significantly lower your interest rate by doing so. Number 5, submit an updated PSLF certification form. If you're pursuing public service loan forgiveness, PSLF, you may want to consider submitting an updated public service loan forgiveness certification form to the Department of Education. According to the Federal Student Aid website, you should certify your employment every year and anytime you change your employers. That lets you confirm that you're on track towards forgiveness. Number 6, set up autopay. If you're enrolled in autopay prior to the student loan pause, don't assume that it'll automatically restart. It's important to log into your student loan servicer website and make sure that you set up autopay so that you don't accidentally miss a payment. Also, having autopay set up on your student loans provides a discount on your interest rate of 0.25%. Small, but still helpful. Number 7, revisit your budget. Without having had to make student loan payments in over 3 years, I'm afraid that a lot of people let those funds get absorbed into their day-to-day spending. This means that it's going to be really important for a lot of people to revisit their spending and see where they can cut back to accommodate those student loan payments that are coming due. Do this now before student loan payments come due and you have to scramble to figure out how to make those payments. Don't wait. If this all seems too confusing and you need help, please don't push it off and hope that it goes away. It's not going to. Reach out to a professional who is well-versed in student loans, such as a certified student loan professional, CSLP, who can help you get a plan in place that's appropriate for your personal situation. That's all I have for you today. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, my name is Drew Feitz. I run a fee-only wealth management firm called Migration Wealth Management, and I specialize in providing financial planning and investment management to people in their 30s and 40s. If you're interested in learning more, check out my website at migrationwealthmanagement.com. I've tried to make it really easy to learn more there. And if you're interested in scheduling a free 1-hour intro and discovery meeting with me, then you can find the schedule a free meeting button at the top of every page on the website. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.
This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be relied on as basis for investment decisions. None of the information provided in this podcast is intended as investment, tax, accounting, or legal advice.